All right, so what we're going to be talking about today is the ultimate strategy to launch your supplements company slash brand on Amazon. So if you're soon to launch your brand on Amazon or recently launched, or even if you've been on Amazon for a while looking to rank higher, be more profitable, have better results, this is the framework that we follow for our supplements clients. So I've been in the Amazon game 10 years and I specialize in working with supplements and CPG companies. And so let's just get into it. So these are the 6 pillars of a successful, profitable launch. Okay, the 3 pillars at the top have to do with conversion. Okay, and then the 3 pillars at the bottom have to do with traffic. Now, the funny part is usually with marketing funnels, it's the traffic at the top, right? And then at the bottom, it's the converting them. But with Amazon, you actually have to flip the pyramid. You need to make sure the creative is good first before you even start thinking about the traffic. Make sure the conversion side is really good before you're worrying about the traffic. If you don't get the conversion right, all of your ad spend is going to be very not profitable. Now, you have probably been wondering, is Amazon even worth it? I know supplements is very competitive. Can I still be profitable on Amazon in this niche? Is my product going to be successful? Is it going to make money, or is it just going to be a big headache? Well, of course it's competitive, but here's the cool thing. If you nail all of these pillars right, you're going to be better off than 99% of supplements brands on Amazon, because I've seen what's out there. 99% of brands are not doing this right. They're not playing the game of Amazon perfectly. So if you just do all of the elements right, even if you do them all 9 out of 10, you're going to be ahead of 99% of brands. And that's what I teach. So if you just do all the elements right, you can still be on page 1. You can still be highly profitable and beat out the competition, but you have to know what you're doing. Most brands, they're just kind of winging it. They're not mastering the game of Amazon. But if you master it, the upside potential is huge. And that's the point of Amazon, why it's so amazing. It's the biggest store in the world. So your products, your supplements are going to get millions of eyeballs, millions of eyeballs. So let's get into the creative part. So in terms of conversion, the 3 pillars of conversion are creative, reviews, and price, right? Aside from what your actual product is, okay? And that's a whole other topic, having a good product, research and development, and developing a good product, but that's a whole other can of worms. So we're gonna assume that your product is good, not shitty. So creative is what I call having $1 million listing. $1 million listing. This means your listing needs to look like you're a $10 million brand. Even if you're a small startup on a budget, if someone comes to your page, it can't look like your listing is done by Fiverr and looks like shit. You need to make your listing look and feel like, oh yeah, this is $1 million brand. Like, wow, this looks and feels amazing. Okay, and that's not hard to do. You can do this on a very reasonable budget, and I'll tell you how in a second. So you have the creative, basically having $1 million listing, and I'll give you the quick framework for creative. So for videos, for photo shoot, and for branding. So branding, make sure your brand is done by a professional branding agency. No Fiverr, no Upwork, and none of that. Don't try to cut corners on this. You need to hire a professional branding agency to make your brand look and feel like $1 million brand, okay? After you have that done, then you can do your photo shoot. Your photo shoot is going to be the bedrock of your company for the next 5 to 10 years. So just get it done amazingly at first. Hire a professional photo company that specializes in supplements. It needs to be in a kitchen environment with models. It needs to look like you're $1 million company, okay? And then for videos, you should have 3 different types of videos. You should have your main video, which is kind of like your commercial, like pretend a TV channel offered you 30 seconds. All right, you got 30 seconds on prime time. What would you put? And doesn't need to mean you need to spend $10,000. you can get a very good video made for a few grand. If you need a recommendation for this stuff, let me know. So you need a main video, and then you need a UGC highlights. UGC highlight video, a best bits of all of your UGC content. And then you need a long form. And this could be unboxings, demos, deep dive how-tos. My favorite long form video, which is the easiest to do, and I actually think it's the most high converting, is you as the owner, just put your phone on a tripod like I have right now, get out your product and talk about it for a while. Tell people all about it. And so for example, this is my product, the Sticky Wallet. So hey guys, this is Sticky Wallet, and so it's a spandex stick-on wallet. And what's different about it compared to all the other products out there is it actually has a piece of metal in the front of it, and so you can actually mount it on your magnetic mount in your car. And so no other wallets on the market had that, so I decided to get this product created, and we're the only one in the game that has that, and that's what makes us unique. Also, you can hold a bunch of cash cards, right? So just make people know why you're unique and better in a video. It can be, you know, live stream style, unedited, just put up your phone and post it. If you do that, it will boost your conversion rate. I damn near guarantee it. All right, so that's the first and easiest long form video to have. Okay, so that is creative. Okay, now I have a whole separate video on what makes $1 million listing. You can check that out later. And then reviews. So with reviews for the ultimate launch strategy, you need to make sure that you get 30 reviews in 30 days. Now you can do this with Amazon Vine. So in Vine, enroll in 30 reviews, and then, but sometimes Vine reviewers, not everyone leaves a review, or not everyone takes all the units, because Vine is 30 maximum. If you have variation sizes, a hack that you can do is keep the variations separate at launch, enroll them as separate parents in 30 reviews, Vine reviews each. After those reviews come in, maybe that's a month or two, then combine them into one parent, and then if there's 30 on each, then you'll have 60 reviews in the parent, okay? Or if not, there's a third-party product testing site, which I've used called FBAreviews.com, and it's like a third-party version of Vine, and they charge a fee per product test. These testers are not required to leave a review. That's why it's still in TOS, but most do. And I'm not sponsored by them, but I do have a simple 10% discount code, referral code, which you can check in the description. So getting your initial batch of reviews is very, very important. A big mistake that I see when brands come to me and they'll be like, why am I not getting sales? I'll be like, you have 9 reviews, bro. Okay, so 30 reviews in 30 days. When we hit that, it tends to be a good launch. Okay, and then next pillar, we're talking about price. So of course, in launch phase, everyone knows in any sort of industry, if you have a new product, have it on sale to get some traction, to get it in some people's hands. So there's a few different schools of thought when it comes to pricing on Amazon. Some people say start it real low, aggressively low. Let's say like start it at 40% off and then raise it slowly over time. Some people say while the Vine reviews are coming in, just have it at regular price, and then as soon as those Vine reviews are all come in, then start discounting it slowly over time. I actually would say this for supplements. So start at your regular price, so that's 0% off. And then as soon as you get, let's say 10 to 30 reviews live, then start dropping the regular sale price by, let's say 5% every 2 weeks, for example. There's no one size fits all. This is going to depend on your budget, your cash flow, your inventory. But if you keep dropping the price slowly during your honeymoon phase, which is the first few months, then you should have the lowest price in 30 days badge, which is a good thing to have for conversion rate, okay? Also, what you're going to do is SNSC. This is a subscribe and save coupon. Right when you get subscribe and save eligible, then you are going to start a 25% off S&S coupon. Now, this gets people 25% off their first subscribe and save order, in addition to the regular subscribe and save discount, which is 10/15% normal, okay? But a 25% off entices people to, okay, let's get subscribe and save. So 25% off all the way up to 40 to 50% off subscribe and save coupon. And if you look in your niche right now, you're gonna see a lot of supplements competitors that they have save an additional 40% off your first subscribe and save order. So this is a very cool tool. It's a very powerful tool that savvy Amazon brands are using, because with supplements specifically, it's all about the LTV. So they're willing to lose money on the first customer, as you know, in this space. And so subscribe and save coupons, it's another form of advertising to get that first customer. So depends on your inventory and your budget and your cash flow, but maybe 25%. If you're feeling more aggressive, 40%. I'll tell you a case study of a supplements client we had recently where we actually launched them and they were like, let's just launch at the normal price. Let's see what happens. We're like, okay. They're not getting on page one because this is a very competitive niche. Happens to be apple cider vinegar gummies. One of the most competitive niches you could have. Boom, we're like, all right, we're doing 40% off subscribe and save coupon. Obviously, we talked with them and made sure their inventory and cash flow allows for that. 40% off subscribe and save coupon got them to page one in a very short period of time. I think it was like less than a month. Okay, so this can be very good to boost sales velocity. So the overall philosophy with launch is you want to focus on building up reviews and your ranking for year one, basically. And then after year one, you can start optimizing for profitability. But if you start to optimize price for profitability during year one, you're just not gonna be able to have enough firepower to push that sales velocity and that ranking to get onto page one for most niches and supplements, which every niche is competitive, okay? And I'm already starting to talk about the next part. All right, so that's conversion. To recap on conversion, when people come to your listing, you wanna make sure that you convert as many of those page viewers into shoppers as possible. How are you gonna do that? By having amazing creative, okay? By having $1 million brand, amazing photography, 3 different videos. Oh yeah, and then also premium A+. Premium A+, which basically allows you to have a video in your A+ content, and it's amazing, and we specialize in this. If you need a recommendation for creative, I recommend amazingcreative.io, Amazon Creative Agency. And guess what? That's my Amazon Creative Agency. So I created a whole separate Amazon Creative Agency because I realized there's a demand for this. There's no good Amazon Creative Agencies that can get you $1 million branding without having to pay tens of thousands of dollars for a big fancy agency. Okay, so that's amazingcreative.io. Going on to the next half of the equation, which is traffic. How are you gonna get traffic to your listing during launch? So the main flavors are PPC, good old Amazon ads, and then SEO, and basically meaning organic rank. SEO, organic rank, it's all the same thing. Search engine optimization. How do people find you in search? That's the game of SEO, getting people to find you in search. That's the whole game that we play as an Amazon agency, is trying to get our clients' products found at the top of search, because 70% of sales happen in the top 20 search results. You know this, everyone knows this as a shopper. You scroll down a few times and you're looking on page 1 and you're trying to figure out what's the best match for you. Okay, so for PPC, this is a whole separate course. I actually have a PPC training certification crash course exam, which you can click below for a very low price. It's how to set up PPC campaigns for launch if you want to do it yourself. PPC, what we basically do is start at $100 a day and adjust from there. That's the easiest way I could simplify it, talking to a regular person. You just need to put money into it and adjust based on what makes sense to your goals. Obviously, you're using all the main principles of, cutting out keywords that don't make sense, that don't convert, doubling down on the ones that do. But in general, start at $100 a day because it's just a simple round number that's going to start gathering data. And you may notice after the first couple of days, like, oh crap, $100 a day, that's getting eaten up in just a few hours. Then you're going to need to, okay, great. Increase the budget. So in most supplements niches, you're going to need to be spending way more than $100 a day. But we just, to launch, $100 a day, monitor that pretty much every day during launch phase, and then adjust based on what makes sense. So smart. Make smart adjustments, right? There's no like do this every day. It's like going into a football game. Like the coach, they have a general game plan going into the game. Like what they do next for the next play of the next series is based off what they see the data coming in. The offensive coordinator is gonna make smart adjustments to the plays they're calling based on what the defense is doing and based on what's working and based on what's not working. Okay, so kind of like that. And then in terms of SEO, okay, SEO basically means, in my mind, you are trying to rank as high as possible organically. And how do you do that? How does the ranking algorithm work? It's basically a factor of conversion rate and 180-day sales. So how many units you've sold over the past 180 days. That being said, when you're new, the algorithm makes it easier to launch. That's called the honeymoon phase. How long is it? Nobody knows. Amazon doesn't publish the honeymoon phase. It's just a term that sellers made up because it is in the algorithm, and it makes sense that Amazon would give new kids on the block a chance at getting discovered on page 1. That's why you need to make sure your conversion rate is great from day 1, and you're pushing PPC from day 1, and you're getting reviews fast from day 1. And so in terms of optimizing your page for SEO, keyword SEO, you have your front end and your back end. So the front end is just title and bullet points. The back end is search terms and all those other terms. That's common sense stuff, in my opinion. Just make sure your obvious keywords are in your title. But of course, at Make Amazing Creative, we write your title, and there is some creative sales copywriting that goes into your title for sure. Like with your title, it's not just about keywords, it's about helping people understand what your product and offer is in 3 seconds as they're scrolling down. Also on creative, main image. The main image is very important because it's the first thing you see as a shopper. There's some very savvy tricks you can do that. And so I recommend you make at least 3 different main image concepts and test those to make sure which one's getting the most clicks. I'll tell you a case study story. A CPG brand came to us and we photoshopped something different in their main image, and their sales went up like boop. I forget what percent, but it was a significant percent, like 10 or 20%. Their sales went up because it made that image that much more noticeable and enticing, and they were getting that much more clicks, which leads to sales. Okay, so PPC is how you're gonna get eyeballs with Amazon ads. Another thing with Amazon ads is video ads. What do I do with video ads, Riley? Do them. Get a video made by a creative expert that knows what they're doing. There's unlimited different types of videos that you've seen on Amazon. It could be just a person talking. It could be just text. It could be just a picture of the bottle that's spinning. We have some frameworks that we use at Amazing Creative, some high converting tested video ad templates that we plug into our clients. So that's a whole other video of Amazon ad strategy. But in short, push Amazon ads test Amazon ads, test at least 5 to 10 different variations to see what's working. I'll tell you a case study for my mom's product, which happens to be right here. It's called the Seat Sleeper. It's a travel pillow alternative that straps onto the back of the headrest on your plane to prevent head bobbing, so you can actually get good sleep on a plane. She actually invented this product. We weren't doing video ads. I don't know why. And then all of a sudden we started doing a video ad. It's a very simple ad. It doubled her sales because it's a very visual thing. And when people saw what it was, that concept, they were like, holy shit, what is that? And it got so many clicks and it doubled her sales. So with supplements, you need to make sure that in the first 1, 2, 3 seconds, get your USP across. Like with supplements, there's not many visual things that you can do, right? Because it's just a pill. So I recommend big, bold text. Maybe you have big, bold text on one side, and then on the other side of the screen, you have a picture of the bottle or a sexy person holding the bottle, but your USP, like strongest mushroom supplement, like something like this, something that gets them to notice, like, what's your USP, unique selling position? Which also reminds me, my other framework for $1 Million Listing is USP, unique selling position based messaging. And attached to that is comparison charts. Comparison charts. So your goal as an Amazon brand owner is not just to sell them on your product, it's to sell them on why your product is the best compared to the other 5, 10, 15, maybe even 20 other product pages that they just looked at. That's why comparison charts, when done right, can be some of the highest converting piece of content. I've been ranting about comparison charts for years, and actually recently I finally went ahead and made a bunch of comparison chart templates that I think are the best around Amazon. So comparison chart templates over at Amazing Creative, we actually offer that as a digital product, download comparison chart templates. In addition, we also offer some full premium A+ page templates as a download digital product for those DIYers. If you would just want to take a template and just write the copy yourself, put the images in yourself and just do it yourself. They're in Canva. So for those who want to do it yourself, boom, got digital templates now as well. All right, so the third pillar of traffic is external traffic. Okay, so to recap, the ways you're gonna get traffic is Amazon ads, PPC. You're gonna be using video ads, okay? SEO, you're optimizing your front end and back end SEO, and you're just focused on SEO. You're focused on your organic rank. That's your holy grail that you're looking at. You're trying to get into the top 20. We use Helium 10 and Jungle Scout in my agency. If you have to pick one, most people prefer a Helium 10, but I prefer the Jungle Scout keyword tracker the best. Anyways, we use both, but you're gonna need to get one of those tools to track your organic ranking. Okay, I have a discount code for both below if you want to check it out. Okay, for external traffic, the way I view external traffic is if you're having a hard time getting in page 1, for example, the top 20, which is really where you want to be, then you're going to need to bring out the big guns and drive some external traffic. So you can do deal sites, deal/rebate sites. You can do influencers, paid ads such as Instagram, Facebook, or Google ads, or you can do your list/social following. So if you already have an existing base of customers on your email list or your social following, let them know, guys, hey, we're launching. For the sake of this video, I'm not going to go into that strategy, but just basically let them know. In terms of deal sites, the one I've used the most is rebate.com. It's a deal site/giveaway site/rebate site. You list it on there. Savvy shoppers go on there. They'll click, brings them to your Amazon page where they'll buy for full price. And then this website sends them like a 80%, 90%, or 100% rebate 30 days later. And that floods your Amazon page with high converting traffic, thus boosts you up in the ranking. And this can be very powerful. So for brands that have plenty of inventory, plenty of budget, they want to rock and roll, let's push. We go, all right, we're going to do some giveaways. And giveaways have been around since the beginning of time, basically, okay? So the giveaway strategy, or if you want to do some influencers, that's more complicated. Paid ads is more complicated. But if you already have your own list, that's a no-brainer. Of course, let them know about your launch. All right, so to recap, the 6-pillar perfect supplements launch. We have creative, all right? Your page is amazing. It's converting people at the highest rate possible. You're doing all the fundamentals right. You got $1 million listing. You got great videos, great photography, great branding. Your main image is great. You're focusing on your USPs. You have great comparison charts, and you got premium A+ content. You're getting 30 fast reviews in the first 30 days because that's very important. You're using Vine, and optionally, if you want more, you can use a third party like FBA You're using a smart sale price, all right? Now, every situation is different. This is a conversation we have with every client. There's no one size fits all. You need to use your brain and think about your budget, your inventory situation. Do you have MAP pricing, on your Shopify store or in retail? So pricing is custom. But one common strategy is we just started our regular price, or even maybe 10% off at launch while the Vine reviews are coming in. So we get, some real sales coming in there, and then we can start dropping the price slowly. So we get the lowest price in 30 days badge, and we might drop that down all the way to 20, 30, 40% off or whatever. And that way we're getting tons and tons of sales. We're getting lots of velocity right here. And then after we're satisfactorily ranked on page 1, then we're gonna be like, okay, let's slowly raise that price up slowly. And then you're monitoring your page 1 position, your inventory, your cash flow, and you're making basically adjustments on price based what makes sense. But ideally, what the theory is sometime around the year 1 mark, or maybe even after year 1, then you get back to around your regular price / target price, and then you start optimizing your price for profitability. And you might even want to start, if let's say you have lots of reviews and a great rating, try higher prices, right? And then at that point, you're trying to optimize for profitability. But for year 1, you're optimizing for building your reviews, building your rank. I call that Amazon real estate, all right? You're a new shop that just popped up in the virtual Amazon mall, which is humongous, and you need to build that shop. You need to get that traction. So year 1 is about getting traction. Year 2, 3, 4, hopefully 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is where you have that solid Amazon real estate and you're collecting the passive income, okay? If you can get to 1,000 plus reviews and 4+ stars, I call that a home run. That's a Shohei Ohtani blast. You just accomplished your goal and you're collecting passive income with that product, okay? And then how you're gonna scale to a multi-million-dollar business is do that again with the next product and the next product and the next product. So to summarize, supplements is very competitive, yes, and it's of course going to be a significant investment as in any business, but especially with supplements because it's all about LTV, right? Getting people on subscribe and save for the long term. That's where the big money is at. So that's why cost per clicks are high, because a lot of companies are willing to lose money / invest in acquiring that first customer. And then for the traffic side, we're gonna get traffic through Amazon ads, SEO / organic rank discoverability, and external traffic optionally if you feel like you need the firepower. Now, a lot of supplements niches, you're gonna need that firepower because it's gonna be hard to rank, okay? So the more inventory and the more budget you have, obviously like any business, the better off you're gonna have at ranking on page 1. PPC, we're gonna be using video ads, start at $100 a day to test. It's likely gonna go a lot higher than that. Video ads, or we can also do competitor targeting ads, brand headline ads, all different types of ads. Of course, it's test, 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 keep what's best based on your budget. And then in SEO, you're focusing on your organic rank. You're tracking that in Helium 10 or Jungle Scout, and you're just basically trying to get into that top 20. That's the first thing I look at when I look at any product. Do you have any top 20 rankings? If not, okay, no wonder your sales stink because you're not ranked You're not getting discovered organically in any top 20. No wonder your profits and rank stinks. And then in terms of price, you're doing 25% off subscribe and save coupon. If you're feeling more fun, then maybe even 40 or maybe even 50%. You need to do the competitor research and look at your competitors. Okay, what are they priced at? What are they doing in terms of subscribe and save coupons? So there's this theory called the $1 cheaper theory, where if you're just $1 cheaper than your most direct competitors, in theory, you'll get a lot of buyers just from price shoppers. A lot of people, they'll just buy the cheapest one, even if it's just $1 cheaper. Okay, and the other big part of this is obviously inventory. That's, of course, the other big piece of your business. Now, if you ask me, Riley, how much inventory should I get? It's up to you. What I tell a lot of brands, send in as much as you're financially feasible and comfortable to send into FBA. That might be 1,000 units, it might be 5,000, okay? And that's gonna depend on your budget. Do you have a huge pile of cash for budget or not? Okay, that's gonna correlate to your inventory. So this game is a custom case by case. So in my agency, what we do is we specialize in working with supplements and CPG companies, whether it's launching your startup or if you recently launched and you want to outsource and automate your Amazon channel, we'll take over and implement all of this. Or if you've been on Amazon for a while and you want better results, or your current agency sucks and you want a better agency who actually gives a TLC. TLC the other agencies don't give you, their communication sucks. We get a lot of brands switching over from kind of bigger agencies. We're a small agency. I'll just tell you about my agency real quick. We're Amazing Marketing Co. Founded in 2018. I've been in the Amazon game as a seller since 2014 full-time, and we're a team of about 5 US senior account managers. So each brand gets a US senior account managers, and then we have a team of Amazon experts that are in the Philippines as well, and they're awesome. So we have PPC and SEO management, and then we also have A to Z full channel management, which handles Seller Central as well, and the daily monitoring. And so that's for brands that are like, yeah, I don't want to log into Seller Central, like handle the catalog, the case logs, the inventory, all that. Or if you already have a Seller Central back-end manager, we can just take over your PPC and SEO and focus you ranked higher. And we also, obviously, over at amazingcreative.io, we are basically an Amazon CRO agency, and we fix your conversion rate, whether that's through main image, or most commonly we just do a full image conversion rate makeover and upgrade you to Premium A Plus and upgrade everything. Okay, so what I tell brands is, before you spend $50,000 a year on traffic, like invest at least $5,000 one time in conversion. Meaning having amazing photography, videos, copywriting, comparison charts, amazing $1 million branding, okay? And as well as getting some reviews, and I'd even talk about getting customers to do like video reviews and stuff, but that's a whole other strategy. But so basically what I'm saying is, each brand that comes in, we have an initial call. We talk about the game plan. We talk about your budget situation, your inventory situation, and your business goals, and then we make an Amazon business plan. So if you're interested in learning more about my agency, there'll be a link below. Also, there'll be a link below to my sub launch playbook /whiteboard with all the links and everything that I'm talking about for download, including the comparison chart templates and the A+ templates for the DIYers. Also, there'll be a link to my creative agency if you're just looking for a creative makeover. If you found this helpful, a like would be appreciated. If you have a question or comment, a comment in the video would be appreciated for the YouTube algorithm. If you want to keep learning, there will be another video here to keep learning. I gotta go have a lunch break. Hope this was helpful, and see you in the next video, or maybe talk soon. Good luck.